Nico, great to be able to sit here and speak to you. Almost a year now at Manchester City. I'm sure it's flown by. How have you found it?
Almost 1 year, but it's been really nice. Let's say 11 months. Tough, but really nice.
How have you built those relationships, not just with your teammates, but also with the manager? Because you've come into a very successful squad at a very interesting time. How did you find that having to come here middle of the season? And I mean, gosh, you signed and then played 5 days later. Talk about jumping straight into it. How was that?
Yeah, it was. Well, the first game wasn't the best one. I got injured and and in the same action they scored, but that's part of the game, and that made me feel welcome the better way. So it was nice. It was first month. It was, let's say, tougher because I wasn't used to this rhythm, this quantity of games, and but at the end, it's better to get used to things quick. And I think you can tell that this season I feel more comfortable and I feel home, which is really nice.
How difficult is it having to join not just a new football team, but also a Pep Guardiola football team? You talk about the rhythm there. How hard was it in those first few weeks to get up to standard and to actually understand what he wants?
Yeah, it's not easy because at the end you come from a different football, a different. It's not only this team; it's any team. There are certain things that, let's say, everyone knows, and you arrive and you don't know. So you have to get used to certain things that happen during the game. That with some players they act, and now, for example, lately we've been playing a lot, Josko and Ruben, and know where they're gonna be and what they're gonna do when they're gonna jump. And when you arrive new to any place, it's different. So, but it's nice. I've been to different clubs, and this process of adapting, it's also really nice. You learn a lot about yourself, about other players, and that's really nice.
What players have you gelled with, would you say, the most? Who's helped you move to a new country, be here, settle into the Premier League?
Yeah, I would say maybe the Portuguese players. Last year especially, and this year obviously, they helped me a lot. Especially also because I could speak Portuguese and they also speak Spanish, so they helped me a lot. They're really good captains also, both Bernardo and Ruben, and they're amazing people, so they helped me a lot.
Talk to me about that relationship with Rodri, because of course you come in, he's injured, he's making his way back, he's now back here in the team. For both of you guys working together in training, how much are you trying to absorb from him, a Ballon d'Or winner?
Yeah, I try to learn a lot. I mean, at the beginning, obviously, he was injured, so I couldn't play with him or interact every day. But when he came back at the end of last season, and especially in the summer, I think in the summer in the World Cup, we had a lot of time to play, to see, to understand more things that he does, and I'm trying to learn. It's not easy to learn those things because what he does, it looks so easy. Sometimes I say, "Oh, that's so easy. How can you don't do it?" And it's not that easy, but I'm trying.
I'm sure you will have found now that you spent half a season when you first arrived and then you restart and you go again this season, how tough the Premier League can be. Just recent form, 3 draws, very busy period of time as well, the festive period here in England. Yeah. How are you finding that and knowing that every 3 days you have to pick yourself up and go again?
Well, it's not easy because obviously sometimes you feel tired, but I really like it. I'm loving it. In other places, I didn't used to play that much games that often, and being here, I really like it. I'm still young, so I can handle it. But I think being tough doesn't mean that you don't enjoy it, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And I like to suffer also to have to play and overcome these difficulties, and I like it.
I like that. You like to suffer because sometimes when you don't get a win, I'm sure as an athlete, you want to be at the top all the time. What's the feeling like with the whole group when it's not going your way, when you know that it's a very competitive league and maybe you have 3 draws when you want 3 wins?
Yeah, it's hard, especially because you have to forget about the last match. In yesterday we draw, and you already have to think because about next match because we play in 2 days. So you have to get used to this feeling of frustration and try to use it for the next match. And if it keeps happening, you can't stop. At the end, they're not gonna say, "Okay, we will give you 1 week." It would be amazing, but 1 week to rest a little bit and come back stronger. But you have to keep going, keep suffering, and at the end, it has happened in the past, and we've won many games. In November, we lost 2 games, and then we went to win so many games straight in all December. So we know we can do it, and we know what we have to do to be back winning.
And then you can hopefully use that and build momentum going into the next few games. You turn your attention to the cup competitions for these ones. How much can you use those cup competitions to also inspire you in the league, but to get back to winning ways?
It's important. I remember a game that I think it was really important for us to get in really good shape. It was against Swansea, you remember, in October or November, and after that we went to win a few games straight. So these games, maybe people underestimate them because it's a lower division team, but it's really important for everyone. I remember some players that maybe weren't playing that much did a great game. For example, Cherky did an amazing game against Swansea, and then he kept going, and those games are more important than what normally people give.
How do you find the balance with all the competitions? I mean, gosh, this month alone you'll have Premier League, FA Cup and the League Cup as well. 8 games in January. How do you balance that, every single one of them?
Well, giving everything in every game and try to, these 2 days between games, try to recover. Also, we need all the squad, we need everyone. And at the end, it's impossible to play only 11 players all these games. So we have to have a really good team, and we have it. Everyone is amazing here, and we need to be fit. That's really important.
A lot of people will put emphasis on the League Cup because it's the first chance to get your hands on silverware. Yeah. How important would that be for you and the season to be able to hopefully get your hands on a cup like that?
Yeah, it would be so nice, and especially because you sit so close. Now we are gonna play against Newcastle these next 2 games, and then it's only 1 game away from a trophy. I haven't won anything here in City, and it would be amazing to be. I think the final is in March, so in March already a title. That's amazing, and I think it will help us a lot to get that confidence to go and try to win everything else.
What would you say to the people that are talking about the title race already being done? How do you respond to that?
Trust me, it's not done. I mean, you can see from so many years what has happened, and in this league you never know. It's 2 games, 3 games, everything can change. We've seen with Liverpool dropping points when they were at top. We were so close, and now we've drawn 3 games. Any team can win any team, and that's the best thing about this league, is that you go to every game knowing that anything can happen. This yesterday, you saw every game and almost no one won. It's like so difficult to win every point and every game here.
Final one from me. You talked about hopefully getting your hands on a title, a cup in March. You know how successful this team has been. How would it feel to win a trophy at Manchester City for you?
It would be amazing. I mean, I've won 2 trophies in my career, and both felt like so good. And I miss it. I'm gonna be honest. I miss it so much. Last season we couldn't win anything. We lost the final against Crystal Palace, and it was frustrating. And I still sometimes think about that game because, well, I didn't play, but at least being able to go to the summer and enjoy and knowing that you won something. It's lately the last years at City looks like normal, but I've met so many different players that were amazing players and didn't even win anything or just 1 trophy. and at the end, winning trophies, it's something that you have to value so much.
Well, good luck for the rest of the season. Good luck for the cup competitions, and I'm sure I'll chat to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.